All right, guys, let's check out a newer release from Nomadic. This is the Crimson Dawn colorway. So you can see you have that almost like deep burgundy ceramic bezel insert on this thing. And then you still maintain the classic size of the watch that they had before. Excellent finishing. And then they also upgraded the bracelet. So let's cover all that right away with the size. We're looking at a 40 millimeter case. I measure about 41 at the bezel. You can see it just overhangs a little bit, not much, about a half millimeter on each side. I would make 41, right? So lug to lug, 49. These are good measurements, beautiful brushing, sharp transitions from the brushing to the polished edge there, and then pretty much brushing everywhere else. You have polish on the ends of or on the sides of the bracelet links, but in the crown, but everywhere else pretty much brushed. Only 11.5 millimeter thick. You have a single domed sapphire crystal. You can see the distortion on there. It is a very slight dome on this thing, but it is a single dome. It gives a little bit of distortion, a little more fun. Kind of helps with the little bit of vintage vibe with the gold tones on the dial. We'll cover that in a close-up here in a moment. 20 millimeter lug width here. You can see you have that flexible link coming off the solid end link here, so that way it lays flat on the back of the case back. It just aids in comfort on wrist. Just helps with that overall flexibility of the bracelet. You have a 7 millimeter screw down crown. I forgot to mention this bracelet tapers down nicely to 16 millimeter. That's going to really also aid in the comfort of the watch on the wrist. You have a standard milled out clasp, 4 micro adjust. That's nice. And just a double pusher there. No on the fly adjustment or anything. You still have the little spring bar there. Really good hardware on this. The screw links on these bracelet links are just phenomenal. The machining on it is really good. I took out 2 links to get down to my 7 1/4. It also comes with a couple tools. So you have this screwdriver, which is the absolute perfect size for sizing this bracelet. And then you also have a little push pin there that would be for sizing the micro adjust. And then you also have a sharp spring bar tool included with that if you want to take the bracelet off and put a leather strap on or a NATO or whatever the heck you want to do. All right, so that covers that. The movement inside is the Sellita SW200. Running great, awesome choice. 200 meter water resist, screw down crown, obviously, and 120 click bezel. Very smooth and clean bezel. I don't think there's any play in this. Maybe a touch of setback on it, but it's clean and crisp. Yeah, you can set it back into position. That's about it. Nice traction around there with the coin edge. And then the other thing I like about this watch, if we zoom in, is they did this little metal ring. I don't know what that is called. I've been noticing that this is a key feature in a lot of watches that draws me to them a little bit stronger, is this metal ring just inside separating the bezel insert or bezel and the crystal. That little feature there just, I don't know, does it for me. It just works. You can also see the indexes, the printing on the black dial, and the handset are all framed in like a goldish colored. And then you have that second hand completely yellow, like a really nice neon yellow. Really helps in visual contrast there. I really like that. And the color on the bezel insert is just awesome. I don't think this is loomed though. Now I'm surprised because they went with the white print, why they didn't loom that, or maybe do the gold tone inside the bezel insert. So I'm not sure on that design aspect. It doesn't look bad at all. I think it still looks really good, but it just doesn't match and it's not loomed, so I don't know why it's in white. I'm a little bewildered on that one. But other than that, just a good, clean overall watch design. You can see there, Automatic, Sellita SW200, 200 meter water resist, and then Nomadic, and almost like a computer new age font, just a very clean brand name on the watch. So let's zoom back out. Let's pop this thing on wrist, and then we'll take a look at the loom shot. I was wearing that new 5KX GMT if you were interested in what I was wearing. But I did spend a couple days with this on wrist, and it is just like a perfect, those are like those classic dimensions that just work so well on so many wrists for sure. You can see the taper on the bracelet really helps with comfort, and it's just a very good clean size and design colorway for sure. There's other colorways you can get. Their older bracelet I think had rivets. That's one big change. They ditched the rivets. Thank you. I know a lot of people out there like the rivets. I'm not a big fan of them. And then, yeah, I don't know if there was any other changes, but really well done. Let's kill the lights and check the loom. And I'll put a link down below to the website. You can see there they loomed the pip on the bezel insert. I mean, you obviously got to do that on a diver. And then nice loom on the handset and the indexes. Some sort of C3 or X1 or something like that, you know, nice and green. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.